from the mega hit show Succession. Please welcome Kieran Culkin, Sarah Snook, Nicholas Braun, Matthew Bacadian. Thanks so much for being here. He left a 3-week-old baby to be here, so thank you.
Yeah,
congratulations.
Thank you. It's actually kind of rough to do that. It's only 3 nights away from home, but there is an upside to it, which is I can finally complain about how tired I am.
Uh-huh.
I think when I'm home, if I even just let the words like, oh man, I'm tired, my wife just gives me this like, like this look that says like, I wake up every 20 minutes to breastfeed. Yeah. How dare you, sir?
Yeah.
So now I get to be on TV talking about how tired I am.
Yeah. Does that make you, and this is your first child, right?
Yeah, and yeah, my mom's first grandchild. And actually the grandmas are in town visiting their first grandchild, and there's sort of this like unspoken competition going on about which one is more insane. My mom like clucks like a chicken. That's kind of just how she talks. She's like, wait, what? Let's go downtown. And then my wife's mother, I call her the interrupting goose because she doesn't listen to a word that I say. If I start talking, I'll be like, it goes like this. I'll be like, I'm thinking for lunch, we can go to, And I think she thinks she's saying, huh, or what? But I'm like, if you could just let me get to the end of my sentence, you're like, She's nuts. She doesn't listen to a word I say. I'll be in the middle of a story. I love the idea of her watching this on TV right now, me roasting her. I'll be in the middle of a story, and I'm just about to get to the punchline, and she'll be like, look, that's my friend Nina. Like, this is her apartment. Like, does this have to do with my story? Because I was with,
Well, listen, if you want to stay longer, it sounds like you can.
Yeah, I might stretch this out for a week till they're...
Maybe you want to stay until they both leave.
The crazy bird ladies get out of the house, yeah.
You started working when you were 6 years old.
Yeah, I was a young guy when I started.
That's young, yeah, 6.
Young fellow. Yeah, and you know, I was doing like little graduate films with my dad, and he started acting at 54, so he changed careers entirely. And so I'm like a little 6-year-old boy. I can hardly read. And he's like, want to read my audition
There you are.
That's my first headshot.
Yeah.
Truly, yeah.
It's cute.
My dad took that. But yeah, so he, you know, he would ask me to run lines with him, and then I would start to get auditions, and he would run lines with me, and start to, you know, he's kind of like my coach as if it was athletics, but I wasn't very athletic. So, you know, he was like, you know, he's like, go get him, son, but then like send me into an audition room. And yeah, there was one audition I had where I was 11 at this point, and so I'd been a real pro. And so it was a callback for a movie. It was a Showtime TV movie, and it was the co-lead. It was this movie called Walter and Henry. It's for the part of Henry. And I skipped school that day, and my dad and I like worked on the lines and got really, you know, we got really into it. We made all these choices for the material and stuff. And so I go into the room. My dad's gonna wait in the waiting room. He's outside. And then I come out of the room. I see my dad's there. He sort of gives me a nod. We don't talk. We go to the elevator. Like there's other kids around who are still up for the job, so we don't talk, you know. We go down the elevator. We go outside. It's in New York City, and he looks at me. We're like, you know, it's like swirling outside, like it's loud, like whatever. We're, you know, and I'm buzzing, and he goes, so how'd it go? And I put my hands up like this, and he puts his hands down like this, and I go, I nailed it, Daddy! I slapped his hand. I'm sorry for cursing.
That's all right.
But it just helps it helps the story so much. Yeah.
And it's true.
Yeah, it's true.
Yeah.
I really did swear, you know?
Right. We met briefly at the Golden Globes a few years back, and, you know, I had no idea that you were Australian.
Well, yeah, it turns out I am. I may sound American, but I'm definitely Australian. You
and Tom, who play your husband on the show, you're both doing American accents. Do you judge each other, like who's doing a better American accent, or do you catch each other? Because you both sound completely authentic American.
Yeah, I mean, I try and stay in it a little bit when I'm not doing the scene, as much as I can at least. But then when we're off, obviously, he's British and I'm Australian, and so I slip into his accent by accident, not even my own. So it's I'm doing American and British, but not even Australian on set.
That's amazing. Because Portia, obviously, this. Portia's from Australia, but she doesn't have any accent at all anymore. She's completely lost it, but you still have yours, and yet you can do an American accent, and it just goes right back to Australian, like snaps right back into it.
Yeah, I mean, there are some words that I wonder whether I slip. There's a few of them, but I try and stay as much Australian as I can, because I want to still be able to walk down the street in Australia.
Yeah. Oh, I guess we can't come back home then. All right. You bought a new house with lots of land in Australia, so I assume, because I saw a B-roll today of a kangaroo. Was this outside of your house, this kangaroo?
Yeah, she was so sweet. I was walking, in sort of my backyard, I guess, and then came across this kangaroo, and I don't know if you can see, but there's a little baby Joey in her pouch. But she's like, I would have been 15 feet from her, so close. And she's, obviously you can see, she's like looking at me going, I can't, can I be bothered? I don't know, I've got a baby to carry. And then at last she hops off. But you find that with the kangaroos, that the ones that are carrying the Joeys are like, seems like a lot of effort when I'm carrying this baby to jump away from you. Are you really going to be a danger?
Yeah, but they're fast. I was surprised how fast they are. And they're around like we have squirrels here, y'all have kangaroos. They're just hanging out.
Yes, but also, I don't know, I mean, I still get excited when I see a squirrel, and I don't know whether you do still, but
I do.
When I see a kangaroo, we don't have them in the parks here. Like, we don't have them hopping around a CBD or, general city areas, but I still get pretty excited when I see a kangaroo.
Yeah, I get excited when I see a squirrel. I do. It's so nice to meet you, and I have to say, watching Succession, which I love, I thought you were American, and then when I saw Quiz, I thought, oh, he's doing a British accent for Quiz.
Yeah.
But now I've realized that you're British doing an American accent for Succession, and you really are, in Quiz, you.
Exactly. Yeah, that's the biggest compliment you could give me, because I was really scared of the American accent. So that's good. That's great.
Your character is hilarious and annoying and all kinds of, but he must be so fun to play that character. But what an extravagant set that is. You're in the best houses. You shoot all over the world in some amazing places. That must be so fun.
Yeah, it's bliss. The locations are all extraordinary, sort of $40 million apartments in Manhattan and in the Hamptons, and hilarious. And a yacht. We had the end of the last series. We're on a yacht. We're on a sort of super yacht or a hyper yacht, whatever they're called.
I can't. I mean, every time it's just fun to watch because the scenery, the sets are beautiful. Everything is, and it's just what a disgusting family it is to watch. Just not one good character. Not one redeeming person in that family, but it's so great. I love watching it.